And we are live, guys. Welcome to another live stream from Men of High Value channel. My name is Joseph Darling. Today we're talking about semen retention. Now, this is a very desired topic on my channel, so I'm going to cover it today in terms of why this is your next step. Why is it so critical that if you haven't started on your semen retention journey, that you start it immediately today? Okay, during this pandemic and whatever is going on, there's a lot of people who are in front of their screens, okay? And you guys, a lot of you guys are spending time watching stuff that you shouldn't be watching. Now, a lot of you guys, because of I've taken you through this channel, I've helped you along the process of avoiding porn and watching all those things that are unnecessary for you to watch and that are draining your energy and messing up your life and your dopamine hormones and everything and who you are as a person. It's time to move on from it. It's time to establish semen retention as the way you live, as a lifestyle. And first, you start with the first 30 days, and then you end up getting to 90 days, and your life will transform massively over time because of consistency. So there's three things I want to cover when it comes to semen retention, why it's your next step right now, today. Okay? The three reasons are, number one, I would say immune system. You can practice semen retention right now immediately in order for you to strengthen. Hold on a second. And I'm back. In order for you to strengthen your immune system, it has to do with the stress that you're feeling. Okay, one of my other videos, I spoke about how the best stress reliever is practicing semen retention. And people are like, no ways, man, this is like the most stressful I've ever been in my entire life, being on the semen retention journey the last 2 weeks or the last month, whatever. Trust me, it's once you get past 30 days, it becomes a stressless experience, okay? And your body is now coming back to normal. This is how it's supposed to be, okay? You're supposed to live in semen retention mode. That's what's normal, okay? It's when you're not practicing semen retention, that's when things are not normal with your system. You're not designed to ejaculate as much as you do. Not at all. Okay, and that's why we're tapping into the greatest source for your immune system powers. Of course, together with sleep and together with exercise and healthy and nutritious food, obviously it's part of those three, right? But one of the big secrets of the world in terms of immune system is exactly this: semen retention. So if you can tap into that, man, you've got one of the greatest secrets on planet Earth for men. And it's becoming bigger and bigger. It's kind of a trend. So you're being part of establishing that trend. Second of all, we're living in very interesting times. Now, you think that the coronavirus is a problem today. No, the big problems are the stimulus packages that the governments are giving to the people, which is actually not even to the people, it's social welfare for the rich. Okay, the stimulus packages that are out there right now is absolutely mind-blowing, ridiculous what is going on. In my opinion, people should take care of themselves. The government should not have intervened at all. And if at all, they should have just closed down for 2 weeks, blah, blah, blah. I've made an own video to government leaders. If you scroll down a little bit, I think it's one of my last 5 videos or 10 videos. I speak about what I would do in this pandemic if I were, an important person and had anything to say about it. But in terms of this time frame, the stimulus packages is the biggest problem when it comes to the coronavirus. So, and why am I saying that? The reason why is because this has been a bubble in the making for years. Since 1971, when the dollar got off the gold standard, basically the US has created the exponential growth printing press of fiat currency that is a huge issue, and a lot of countries have followed in their footsteps. And the crash, the Great Depression, and I could even call it the Greatest Depression, is what is around the corner. Now, people have been saying this for years, okay, especially since the 2008. There's a lot of big names, Robert Kiyosaki, Peter Schiff, etc., who've been saying that in 2016 or in these years, things are going to unravel. Well, we're in it right now. And it's not because of the coronavirus, because that was just a black swan event that pricked the bubble. And now things are going to exponentially decline. We're in this kind of exponential growth curve that it's kind of steadily going down. Even though it's gone down, it's kind of going up as well on the markets, which is ridiculous because people aren't producing that much, and it's going to come crashing down. What does that have to do with your semen retention? Everything. And the reason why I say that is because of your creativity. Your sperm production allows your brain and your hormones to work optimally, which means that your brain is going to work how it's supposed to work. You're going to be the mini god that you were supposed to be on this planet, figuring out what to do, what your next step is in terms of two things: financial and safety. And when it comes to financial, it's about learning sales and becoming an entrepreneur. This is the best time in history to become an entrepreneur. There has never been a better time or a more important time to become an entrepreneur, because there's going to be a lot of unemployment in the next 5 years. Trust me on that. Once the hyperinflation starts, it's going to get crazy. And I just watched a channel today about the crops, the food. Okay, what's going to happen to the food because of the locusts, because of a lot of weather changes, because of a lot of things that are happening, and people not going to work, receiving welfare checks, and because of that, they're not doing the seasonal work on the land with the farmers that they're supposed to be doing. We're going to go through a lot of interesting things the next few years, and this is the time to prepare, not once the coronavirus is done. I've got a client who's like, maybe we should wait until my business is not working very well right now because of the coronavirus. Maybe we should wait until the coronavirus thing is done, and then I can go out and build a business. Now is the time to start. And semen retention will help you with that process because of the creativity that you get from it. And the second aspect is, of course, controlling your spending, right? Right now is the time to control your spending so that you know what you're spending money on. And your semen retention will help you with that. Second of all, safety. Okay, you need to be in a place and in a situation where you can be able to take care of yourself, but do it together with other people. Community now has become more important than it has ever been before. And that's why you should plan ahead these next 2 years, figuring out, where do I want to live, where I know I can help a community, but they can also help me, so that it can be some kind of, herd mentality moving together in the right direction. Preferably that should be around other entrepreneurs and business owners. And that's why this Men of High Value community is critically important. We're still very small, but we've got a few core members who continuously comment on my videos, and we're going to grow this massively bigger, and it's going to stick around for decades to come, hopefully centuries, because we've got an important message, and you're part of this. Semen retention is going to help you with that creativity to know what your next step should be. And before I go on the comments, I just want to talk about the third thing I wanted to say about why semen retention is the next step for you, and that is to avoid more added responsibility on your shoulders. If you are simply sleeping around and having girlfriends here and there, obviously you're not doing that much during this, time. But if you've been doing it in the past and you've been kind of, I'm excited to get started again once the virus is over, stop. It's time for you to practice semen retention and not go out and find those women to sleep with, because you don't want the added responsibility of, if she gets pregnant, but also simply having her around. Okay. Now, if you are married or if you're in a long-term committed relationship and you're going to be with her forever, different story. But if you're not in a committed relationship like that, I've been speaking about it for months, get rid of it. Stop it. Semen retention will help you massively towards that because you eliminate the neediness for sex. You eliminate the neediness for going out and finding women. You can rather focus on your safety, your finances, and your creativity and finding solutions in this crazy world we're living in, and build businesses that can employ all of these people that are going to be unemployed in the near future. Gotcha that? So what are some of the comments? Let's say Jamal Smith, how often is it okay to ejaculate then? 0. Why should you be ejaculating at all? Stop it. Second, depends on your age. Jamal Smith, 25-year-old, for example. Today is my 6th month of retaining, once every 5 days. That's a horrible suggestion, Epic Teddy Bear. Okay, where'd you get that number from, Montauk Chia? Montauk Chia has a lot of amazing stuff, but when it comes to semen retention and him saying that, oh, you should ejaculate that many times, he's a great guy, okay? But when it comes to that, he doesn't understand the emotional stability thing, and he even promotes porn. Like, what's up with that? So some things you listen to some guys, and sometimes other things you don't. And, you know, that's with me as well. Sometimes you listen to things I share, and sometimes you don't. So it's up to you. 80+ day, not sure, lost count. Any books you recommend for business and for personal growth? Immediately right now, I'd recommend reading Rich Dad Poor Dad as soon as possible, and also get on his podcast. Subscribe to Rich Dad Poor Dad channel. What's it called? Rich Dad channel, Rich Dad Education, something like that. Robert Kiyosaki. And also the best ones that I listen to are Valuetainment, Robert Kiyosaki, and what else? I would also get the book Slight Edge, even though it's a fantastic book. Jeff Olson, read it. I've read it 15 times. One of my favorite books. Let's see. If people are not working, how are they going to buy from your business? Doesn't make sense to you. Well, if people are not working, then how are you going to make money at all? Okay, there's obviously going to be businesses out there, and there's obviously going to be in need of services when there's tons of people that are not, understand that in financial crises, there are tons of problems. Whenever there's a problem, there's money to be made. Okay, like the problem with business is once there are no problems anymore, well, life is just fantastic. There are no problems. There's no more businesses to create. Okay, but when there's a financial crisis, that is the time when you create a business, because that gives hope to the people that come with you. You basically, every time you come with the product or service, you're giving hope to people. And when people are depressed, that's when you need to come in and tell them that there is hope, because I've got this service, because I've got this product that truly will assist you. And that's why it's important to find a product or service that actually relates to what people are thinking at this moment in time when they're going through this crisis. So it's not the time to, as an example, teach languages. No one's going to need learning language right now. This is what I've experienced right now with one of my clients. Hasn't really worked very well. People are not thinking about learning about languages right now. They're thinking more, how can I make money? And building up a business that is around sales and marketing, that is a very important niche that I think will hit the nail on the head. Let's see. Been on semen retention for months. How do you stop involuntary semen leakage? Don't even think about it, okay? If it happens when you're pooping, or if it happens when you're sleeping, who cares, okay? What matters is that you are in control and allow your body to create the natural cycle that it automatically will do no matter what, okay? That's how your body works. Let it do its job of finding the pathways in your body, and then making things happen inside your body, inside your brain. Like, your body is amazing if you just let it be, okay? And that means don't touch yourself, don't ejaculate. Outwitting the Devil is a good read. You're right. I'm saying for the dudes first starting off. Your body is going to get rid of old sperm, all eyes on media. Yes, it does that automatically. But yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you got some benefits out of this. If you did, please comment down below. Ask questions, guys. I've got tons of material that I want to share with you guys, and I know that you want semen retention videos the most. But to be honest with you, you should be thinking about business, right? semen retention should be going on automatic for you. Okay, you should have started this a long time ago if you haven't been on my channel for, ever. But if you are, and if you have been around for a long time, why aren't you practicing it yet? Am I not doing enough good enough job helping you to understand the crucial aspect of it? Okay, I'm like, me personally, I'm married. I have sex several times a week, and yet I'm on 50 plus days. So understand the importance that I put on this. I put a lot of importance on it myself. So, and what else was I gonna say? That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure that you spread it to other people. Okay, don't spread your seed, but spread these videos. All right, that's what I want. Anyway, hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you again next time.